All right, it is Sunday, August 27th, and it's a nice morning out here. Not too hot, not too humid, not as sunny as it's been in our past videos, but it's pretty nice. And of course, we're starting outside. I'm gonna go ahead and switch around. All right, so I forget the last video I shared with you guys because I haven't been doing it absolutely weekly. I've been taking them weekly, but there haven't been a whole lot of really significant things to share. So this is the exterior as it looks right now. All the windows are in except for the main entrance, which we're waiting on just so we don't damage it. And then the canopy, sounds like the canopy is not going to be in until October or so. And we have some small updates outside that you probably aren't extremely interested in, but I'm just going to talk about them anyway. Since we're going to have a lot of greenery and bushes and landscaping out here, we need to add some outdoor water supply. So this down here was added this week. That's to basically irrigate all of the landscaping on that side of the space, because a lot of that's going to be green and not paving. And then we've got another one up here because there's going to be a lot of planting around both the main entrance and the employee entrance. So we have a little hose bib that's plumbed in there. And let's go ahead and go inside because that's where the major updates are this week. And so rooms are starting to take shape, so it might be a little bit easier to kind of see how things are laid out with drywall in place versus with just the framing. So I know it's kind of tough to visualize things with the framing. The HVAC duct work, mostly insulated, pretty much all done, so that's good. All of the low voltage stuff has been run. That includes all the Ethernet wires, as well as all of the speaker wires for music in the rooms. I think we're gonna have a total of 19 ceiling mounted speakers for all the different exam rooms and procedure rooms and for the kennels. Comfort room right in here. We're actually coming through the employee entrance, of course, and this hallway is just a little bit of a mess because of everything they're storing. This will be a bathroom to the left here. This will be an office to the right with a window. And then we're into the main reception area up here. There is a hallway going back into treatment. You can actually pass through and go all the way back to the procedure rooms and dental through this hallway. But we'll go ahead and basically come up to the main entrance here. So this entryway isn't enclosed yet. There'll be some storefront doors. There's going to be double doors here, of course, if somebody comes in, and then they have another set of doors. So we have a double barrier for the pets, as well as kind of like a safe after hours thing, where there'll be like a little buzzer here. So it's after hours and somebody's coming in, they can buzz. And of course, these doors will be locked, and we can use the button to unlock them. And all the kiosks will be set through up here. And I'm going to kind of walk behind to show the different, I guess you can call them waiting areas or seating areas. Hopefully they're not used extensively, but at least we've got like a protected space for the dogs as well as for the cats. So for example, if a pet has to leave coming through the lobby, there's not going to be a huge obstacle course for them to pass through other dogs, because hopefully the other pets are kind of back behind the barriers there. And all the insulation's in as well. So all the exterior insulation is in. They need to get that in, of course, before the drywall, and that all needs to get inspected before they can put the drywall up. And you can see all the exam rooms, they've got like that double low voltage stuff coming down for the speaker and for the Ethernet. Exam rooms to the right, all throughout this hallway. This will be a storage closet in here. And then I'll come back out because this will be, this is reception, but there's a little protected room inside of reception where we're planning on having phones or a phone, so we don't have to basically be standing out and trying to help a client as well as answering phones or having phones ringing at the same time. And walking on through, pass through to treatment is in here. And then also, if I just come up a little bit, this is the tech station here. So it's a pretty large area for the techs, and just I'm sure we'll have some miscellaneous items going on in there as well. So if we step into treatment, dog runs are all the way back there. The backing of that's insulated, of course, that helps with sound. And then we've got the windows that'll be put in, so basically as you're in treatment you can see all of the pets that are in the runs. And I believe if I pan around here, this room here is sterilization, if I'm not mistaken. And then this room in here is surgery. So we have the blocking for the surgical lights and everything, as well as the cord reel for power. And then of course there's a window into surgery. And then this far one over here is going to be for the well kennels for the cats, enclosed and soundproofed as much as possible. And then we've got, as we went over before, all the blocking for the treatment islands. So we'll go ahead and pass through this way. Oh, and then lab and pharmacy all throughout here. So it's a pretty large space for lab and pharmacy. We had some drama this week about where the power is being run for the lab equipment. And so basically going through, this is a procedure room in here. So nice windows, insulated, drywalls mostly up except for the exterior. And if we go down the hallway towards exam rooms, it's going to be the same thing. This is the closet for the vacuum system. And then all of the various rooms, pretty much every room except for one has at least one window in it. So it's nice and bright. They have a lot of finishing work to do, so you can see a lot of the drywall's up, but they have to do all of the finishing work to make it smooth and ready for painting. Dental rooms here, they have the pass-through or the see-through windows for dental. There's 2 different dental rooms going through here. This dental room actually has 2 windows. The other one has 0. That was an issue with the columns from a while ago. And it's kind of a future room here. So this is basically set up like a procedure room. We just don't have it designated for any specific activity just yet. And then this is the IT closet in here. And all of these wires will eventually be run into there. Break room is taking shape as well. They're actually using this as their office right now, but this is the break room, blocking for all the cabinetry, microwaves, things like that. And then we've got an escape hatch through here, just in case you need to take a real break and go up on the roof. But actually the main function for that is so I can get up there and access all the HVAC equipment instead of having to climb a ladder outside. And then coming through here, doctor's office is in here. It's kind of like a storage space right now. You can see all the ductwork has been insulated. And then this is a bathroom in here. Laundry room back here. So hook up for 2 wash machines, 2 dryers. I think we'll need like a bike rack in here as well for the city code. And then the mop sink will be in here to dump out all of the scrubber machine dirty water. And we'll just head on outside briefly because nothing much else has changed out here. But we can just pan around. And really there's not much exterior improvements going to happen except for the lighting on the exterior of the building. And then once we get some signage going. So I'm not going to walk all the way around. I'm just going to kind of walk up here to Granby and take a peek down the street. And then we've had our guest join us today. She's done a very good job of following. And thank you for joining us.